Hey YouTube pipe community, it's Jamie. I'm on lunch smoking in my car, which is the name of my channel, Smoking in My Car. It's what I do when I take my lunch and I'm at work, and I'm back again with my Savinelli Fantasia series bent Dublin pipe here with this really cool modeled stem. I've also got some Peterson Irish Flake in here that I had sort of prepared earlier, and I let it sit since this morning to do a little bit of DGT or delayed gratification technique. Let me shut off the AC. Well, turn down the AC so you can hear me. Because if you let Virginias kind of sit for a bit after doing a charring light, if you let them sit for a little bit after your charring light, the flavors sort of infuse. It mellows out the sort of roughness of the Virginias. Makes for a sweeter, more integrated smoke, I think. Yeah, this is delicious. Way better than if I were to just do my charring light, wait 10 seconds, and then do my true light and start smoking. There would be those rough edges of the Virginia, kind of a coarseness or a harshness, I guess is the best word. But now, even with this small amount of wait time, it's only been a few hours, the sweetness comes through more, the integration of the tobaccos, because there's some I think there's some burley in here as well. What I wanted to talk about was the sort of harmonic overtone series in music and how that kind of relates to pipe tobacco. I've thought about this before. I've never really talked about it though with anybody. You know how certain tobaccos, like Virginias, sometimes you'll get a sweetness on your lips. You could taste it on your lips, this sort of sugary sweetness. And then, of course, you get certain tobaccos that respond to the tip of your tongue and the sides of your tongue, and then other sort of flavor profiles and other forms of tobacco. Sort of, some of them you taste in the back of your mouth or in your lower sort of sinus area. Some of them way up in the sinuses if you retrohale, and even down to the tip of your nostrils. So that whole crescent is accessible. That whole spectrum of taste and flavor and smell is accessible from the very edge of, from your lips to your nostrils, and that whole crescent. And sometimes I think of it like music, or fundamentals in the overtone series. You have, in chords, let's say, you have a root note, you have usually some sort of third, like a major third or a minor third. You've got a fifth, a perfect fifth. Then you have extensions on chords. So a 1-3-5 chord would be like a major triad. A 1-flat-3-5 would be a minor triad. Then you can add sevenths on top of that. 1-3-5-7. See how it's skipping a scale degree each time? And have seventh chords, like a major seventh chord or a minor seventh chord, or a flat seventh chord, like a a major chord with a flat seventh on it is a dominant chord, for all you music theorists who understand that sort of language. But what I'm trying to say is, let's take an English blend, for example. The Virginia might qualify as that sort of base of the palette, you know, that sort of root note, the tonic. And then maybe the Orientals are kind of the fifth, or the third, or the fifth, and then the Latakia is sort of a fifth or a seventh or a ninth, or, you know, and then you get the unfolding of the upper extensions of the chord, and you taste them in various, you taste and smell them in various, you know, parts of your head, you know, like you might get the high grassy note. We even call them notes in tobacco critique, right? We say that, you know, it has a high grassy note or a spicy note of Perique, the hay-like note of yellow Virginias. Those notes are those upper extensions of the chord, those sevenths, ninths, 11ths, 13ths, you know, that really add color and character as much to harmony in music as they do to, you know, the various blends of tobacco. It's a pretty tight analogy, actually, if you look into how we critique tobacco and how we conceptualize musical theory. It's really very close. The appreciation of it, the theory and technique kind of matches very closely. I don't know, it's just something I was thinking about. Hey, please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment, just so I'd like to know if anybody's listening. This is a brand new channel. And I'm just trying to be a pipe smoking friend who you can turn on my videos and smoke a pipe, and we're just talking about interesting stuff. Just like I have done, watching Matches 860's videos, Kevin from Hobbiton Piper, our good friend Bradley, Mutton Chop, and all of these people. Pipecast, they're a good one. Patrick, and I think his name's Zach or Zachary, and Patrick, they do a good review, and sort of they do great reviews. And then Mutton Chop, of course, with his tutorials. But I especially like the more existential Matches style posts, where he's just talking about his life and experience and things like that. Anyway, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.